Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thanks a lot for Pax Hemawan to inviting me and a part of this honorable event of Mark Plus. Before I start, I just want like to ask a few questions. Have anyone here ever used the Gemini photo generator? Please raise your hands up. Okay. I can tell you there will be a lot more coming up with the Gemini photo generator because it's really, really good. By the way, this photo is me with the prompt of 825. So it's look a lot younger. Now I'm 40 plus, so it's good memory for me. But okay, let me start. So what I would like to start is, first of all, introduce about who we are, because this is very important for you to understand why we are here and why we can understand the future of the communications. Where we are and when we start is very simple. 20 years ago, with a small town in Croatia, the company starting to send the SMS throughout the world. We are sending a lot of SMS to many people in that time. 20 years ago is quite unique and quite digital kind of transformation. And then when we are doing so good with the short messaging services like SMS, email, we actually see a lot of trend 10 years ago focusing on two-way communications. And two-way communication become a norm. In the past 10 years, we are supporting all the two-way communications throughout the world. And now, in the past 3 years, because of the Gen AI hype, then we start to see that a lot of our customer using generative AI with the two-way communications. And because we are doing so great, we get recognized from Gartner, Juniper Research, from Fast Company, IDC, you name it, as a leader in the omnichannel communication. Today, we have about 75 offices around the world, helping the brand communicating to majority of world population. We have 3 offices in China. We have all the offices here in Indonesia. We have office everywhere. And that is very important because when you deal with the communication, you have to make sure that you comply with the regulatory on that country. So that's why we have to register as a company in the country. And we are doing support so many customers. In a day, we used to send at least 3.4 billion interaction in just one day with zero downturn. Today, we have about 42 billion monthly interactions, meaning that customers are sending the message to the world using our platform to deliver the message, whatever it is, right? So, but today, we're not focused about who we are. We want to tell you and we want to share with you, after we've been analyzing a lot of communication data in the past 20 years, we see a future of communication. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are proudly present 3 big key things that we want you to take away of these presentations. So, what is the future of communication in our view? Based on our data, the conversational messaging is booming, meaning that two-way communications is a way to go. In this digital era, you have direct D2C as a part of component of your marketing strategy. To connect, to work with your customer is one of the key. And the second one is messaging channel as a super apps. I will tell you what is about it. And I have a very good example from China. And the third thing is we see a rise of agentic AI, because in the future, ladies and gentlemen, we can foresee that there will be a lot more automation behind the communication, meaning that agents talk to agents. When I said agents, is AI agents. Talk to the AI agents. And this is going to be a next big thing for our generation to witness it together. So first of all, why the conversational messaging is booming? And that very basic, simple answer. Because right now, the young generation is growing, and they are growing digital savvy. They understand this digital realm much better than our generation. If you look in the median age of ASEAN population, we are approximately around 29 to 30. This is late Gen Y and almost Gen Z, right? These people are growing with the demand of digital. And because Gen Z, the age is about 13 to 28 years old, now, surprisingly, in the next 1 or 2 years, Gen Z will become a major workforce in any company. They will become a mainstream of the global workforce. And because of that, we can see that they are utilizing this, messaging and communication a lot more. In our generation, we really like to have two-way communication using mobile phone, just calling. But in the generation of young generation, they prefer to have a text message, chat. They prefer in that particular way. The second one, why I'm saying that the rise of super apps, we all want to build super apps in our company. Many major big brand company have a budget for build super app maybe 5 years ago. But we can foresee that it's a lot of brands are building super app and trying to build the ecosystem around it. But we only see the success in the messaging communication using messaging apps is a key to build the super apps. If you look into China, WeChat actually has all the service that you can imagine on WeChat. In Thailand, where I'm come from, Line built a very strong ecosystem. In Indonesia, we have WhatsApp that can do almost everything using WhatsApp service nowadays. So messaging is become a super apps. And if you look into the future, where's the Gen AI, and this is, I completely take it from my friend mobile phone. You can see in the past, we intend to put a lot UIs, complex UI, into the apps to make very, very informative kind of way to engage with the customer. Now, we are minimal this part of UI and make it lesser, easier to access. In the future, we can see that you don't need all this complexity. You can just need one line. You already start to seeing this with the AI company, right? Gemini, ChatGPT, you only have one input, which is text. And then you can do whatever you want. When I mean by what is intelligence, right? This is me taking a photo in the Singapore Grand Prix in the early October. And because I take a photo and there's a lot of people near me, so I just put one prompt. And then it's all deleted people, right? So this is intelligent. You don't need to do this in the old-fashioned way using Photoshop. You just put one prompt and everything is generated by AI. So when it's come to communication part, we can foresee that a lot of customer, a lot of enterprise brand now are utilizing a Gen AI plus two-way communication in the different angle. The use case is very basic right now. Build a reliable chatbot to support the customer. Build the assistant human call center agent to support call center. And also some of the company building the fraud detection or prevention using AI. And also some people using AI for content generation to generating marketing content, right? And this is across of, if you can see productivity by technology space still utilizing the most based on our interaction. We can foresee that technology company are utilizing this already, retails and e-commerce and the bank, right, are utilizing this kind of two-way messaging plus AI to automate, to simplify the process, to make the customer experience better. Now, to extend, how can you even use the two-way communication plus the AI in various places? Don't worry, I'll send this slide to all of you so you can have this slide. It's a lot of text, by the way. So in marketing, you can, of course, sending marketing message throughout to Omnichannel. It can be WhatsApp, it can be Viber in Philippines, it can be Zalo in Vietnam, it can be Kakao from Korea. So we have all that Omnichannel supported, and we want to build the customer experience on top of those channels to make it easier for the customer experience. When it's come to commerce, when the customer already passed the top funnel from the marketing side and they want to see and they want to convert to purchase, you actually can build the use case to support the customer on top of this communication, two-way communication, on top of commerce structure. You can actually pay, you can actually buy the good stuff from the chat application nowadays. And when it comes to support, of course, customer doesn't have to go to any other channel because they already have the same channel that they purchased. They can even go directly to the same channel and ask for the support. So you can see that the customer experience is actually all in one go in one channel. And nowadays with the generative AI, we can build that so easily. Look at this some of the case example, right? The customer see the ad top funnel, see the ad from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you name it, social media. And then the customer interest in that ad. They click to the ad and it goes directly to the chat application. What a good thing about this, because you immediately capture the very good ascent of customer profile and the contact information. In the past, when you are generating the link, you are put the ad plus the link, right? The customer click the link, it go to your website. But if the customer drop off, it's really hard for you to retarget them. But now you can with this messaging app. So once the customer click the ad, you get the brand awareness. You actually build the lead generation engine. The customers subscribe, and they can activate the service using the same channel. Then after that, the customer call the support because maybe they have an issue with the order, and they can actually go to the same route. So every customer experience can be in one go in this kind of messaging channel. And because of that, we can foresee that the impact is huge. We can see that one-way communication, broadcasting without personalized is dead. We can foresee that a lot of companies are adopting personalized campaign and trying to engage the customer, communicate to the customer in much more mature way using personalized information. But again, one-way communication doesn't work anymore in this era, because you have a chance to do two-way. You can retarget them. You can actually try to increase the conversion rate of the impact of communication when you do a brand communication and the customer engagement. On the other side, we can foresee that customers stop calling. Customers actually start to find the easiest way to get the support from the brand using this messaging app. And the trend is going 30% across the board that we can see the customers intend to use in this channel more. Now, when it's come to digital channel, when the customer contact to your brand, you want to build some kind of automation. And that is very perfect sense with the Gen AI and AI to support the customer journey, because everything will be automated. If you look into a holistic view of where are we as ASEAN in utilizing this kind of two-way communication plus Gen AI, we can see that ASEAN still 80% still using it for the customer support. But this is a good channel for all the marketer to retarget the customer and convert this to the real lead generation engine. and use it for marketing purpose. Still a low, but it's still highest among other regions. And the sales purpose is because it's not have to be one-to-many anymore. It's one-to-one, meaning that you as a brand can communicate it directly to the customer. You actually cut a lot of middlemen and be able to communicate this easily with the customer. If you look into the journey, starting from, hey, top funnel, marketing and sales, you're doing a lead generation, newsletter, product update, even the product purchase. And then when the customer support, do you a store location, FAQ, or even complaint submission. And then when you want to retarget them, or retention or expansion of your product and service, you still can use this same channel, go through all the way of the journey, and redo the whole funnel again using the same channel. Now, most of the company that we are working with has this kind of setup. They have very complex in a way of communicating to the customer. You have using email system to one vendor, you use SMS in another vendor, you have WhatsApp for another vendor or another BSP, you have using Meta. So all of these marketing have challenge to be able to collect all the data and creating one customer journey. It is very complex in a way. But for the leader that we see in the market, they merged and they combine all the channel into one system. And this one system have a customer data to be able to understand that if the customer are complain, you shouldn't send any promotional or marketing message. You need to solve the customer support first. Or if the customer is actually ready to buy, it's nonsense for you to send another promotion. You should send the same exact promotion to make the customer convert. This is how the leader creating seamless and consistent across-channel experience. And we can also foresee that the tech stack is very fragmented to many of the brand. Each brand has their own chatbot provider and everything is separated, but the leader build everything from the experience. So you start first off asking the customer what is the best experience that your brand can provide, and then you build the stack, a tech stack support that experience. This is the key. Starting from experience, and then you will see that there will be application that allow the customer to have that experience. Of course, you will have a data and intelligence behind it to make sure that everything is aligned. And then when it's come together, you need the good integration in the single kind of platform to make sure that you deliver the best experience to the customer. We have some use case in many countries all around the world. But I would just want to highlight that next year is a World Cup year, so going to be one of the biggest events in sport. So we actually working with Coca-Cola globally to ensure that we can deliver a gamification during the World Cup. So this kind of thing can be a touch point or an access point for you and the customer to engage. And you can use this kind of event, any event in the world. Now F1 is really popular among this Asian country. It's gaining popular. We build and we are partnered with Haas team in F1 to build a fan experience, right? So these kind of thing, we can utilize this kind of digital communication to support this kind of gamification, brand experience, to get the customer gain the new lead, gain the new customer base. Now, I just want to leave you in a couple more slides. If you are interested to build this kind of stack, start is very basic, right? Start with the vision of how you would like the customer experience to be, right? And in the future, I can tell you that this is not going to be human-to-human engagement anymore. It will be agent-to-agent, meaning that your company will build your own LLM. My company will build my LLM, and how each other company connected to each other seamlessly without human interfere. Of course, humans still be in the loop because they need to approve. We have already successfully built the agentic stack to one of our insurance customer. And then the customer can come to WhatsApp, buy insurance, travel insurance. I want to travel tomorrow. I want to buy, you do have a package of travel insurance. The bot said, yes, would you like me to book it? Book it. Then the payment proceed, done. Very simple, very seamless experience. So when you set up the build-in, you start to build the agentic stack. And in the future, when you have an agent-to-agent communication platform, everything will be seamless. I'll give you an example, right? If you were buying something, some consumer good, and you know that this supply is running out. In the past, you have to go to grocery or you have to shopping online, e-commerce, whatever, for you to, buy stuff. But in the future, you may not need to go to that experience anymore. Maybe the bot just ping you and send you a notification, hey, your milk had run out. You want me to buy it? Say yes. And you just say yes. And then tomorrow you get the food delivery. Everything is completely behind the scene, agent to agent, LLM to LLM. And then when you deploy this, you want to make sure that you utilize the very, very direct channel to the customer, right? Because you want to deliver where the customer are. Right now, you can see that Indonesia, 97% penetration rate of WhatsApp. So everybody in Indonesia have WhatsApp, right? WhatsApp is the main go-to channel for two-way communication. Adding the bot with the intelligence, plus this experience is make a customer feel seamless to utilizing all the service and product you have. And this actually aligned with Gartner. So Gartner released this survey and study said that what is the next big thing for customer experience as a service. Now we can see that all this I talk about in the past 20 minutes is all in there. And it's actually going to build and help the brand like you to build a seamless customer experience as a service. And if you want to try to understand like where is your brand right now compared to the market, to the industry, you can scan this QR code and you just fill in some questionnaire. It will give you a very crucial insight about where you are compared to the industry, because we are doing this for 10,000 brands around the world and trying to make a benchmark. Where is your brand compared to the industry? And that will be my presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Akarat.